Farmer really has to have a lot of knowledge in a lot of different fields. I mean, it's not just the ground. I mean, he's got to keep his equipment going. He's got to keep up with the new chemicals, the new trends, the new laws and requirements.
Well, Rob would know the most about the chemicals because after we stopped doing the pear orchard, he went through and cleaned out all the old chemicals, including the DDT that my dad had bought, knowing it was going to be banned. He didn't think long term and what it would do to the environment. Because chickens will kind of dig a little bowl in the ground to take a dust bath in. They'll go in and fluff the dirt under their feathers to try to get rid of their lice. So we put DDT in there. And then the chicken's eggs came out very fragile, or some came out with no shell, just the sac and the egg. And we ate those.
It's a lot of work. Everybody else had full-time jobs at the time. We just didn't have the manpower left. It just wasn't feasible anyway to keep it up and going.
We didn't have much choice. What they do with pears is the cannery sets the price before you even have your crop. And we knew the price for the next 2 years was less than we could pay to, prune it, fertilize it, spray it, and pick it. So if you know you're going in the hole for the next 2 years and you've been in the hole for 5 years, at some point you make a business decision that this isn't something we can continue to do. We put ads in to try to lease it as an orchard, not even a call.
We couldn't hire anybody to do it because we're already losing money, so how could you pay somebody to help you lose money? The decision was there's no money in pears, and so we pulled them up and burned them, and then leased it to a guy for raspberries and strawberries.
Of course, everybody in the family participated in the burning of the trees. We hired somebody to knock them over and to pull them up out of the ground, and hired a guy who had done the burning part before, because it's very tricky, it's very dangerous. We talked to the Ridgefield School District at one point. The property across from the high school now that they're going to put the new school if they ever get the money, the people were longtime Ridgefield residents, and they sold it very cheaply compared to what they could have gotten if they developed it, which they could have.
The city, the parks, they wanted 9 baseball diamonds and 4 soccer fields with concession stands and lights, and one road coming in, another road coming out, so all the traffic would be going by the farmhouse. It would all be suburban kids commuting out to farmland to go play their soccer game and then drive back. It was basically an industrial commercial ball field. And Mary and Carl would say, well, why don't they get their exercise bucking hay bales and working on the farm?
I'm not interested anymore. It's just that I hate to see the farmland just disappearing. And I mean, it's prized agricultural land. Why can't you build the houses on rocks?
I'm not going anywhere. I'm going to stay here until they turn me into ashes and scatter me out on the property. This property I'd like to see stay in the family.
I think it was a great family adventure. Even with my full-time job and taking a vacation out there, getting all the kids together, working together as a family, and I think was very, very valuable. I mean, the kids got an understanding of what real work is, and you may not want to do this in your future, so study up.
Even all the work it was, it's just a part of me. I'm 53 years old. It's been part of me since I was 6, so it's home.
It's been a strong thing in keeping the family together and connected.
It's hard to see it go. It really is hard to see it go.
You're not.